Brinda, give us your honest hair care routine. Hair care routine, please. Hair care routine, please. Your hair care routine, please. Hair care routine, please. Even if I post manifestation video, the one question that I get asked is, "What's your hair care routine?" Even if I post lipstick video, the one question that I get is, "Please share your honest hair care routine." And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys ultimate hair care routine guide. And I might publish it in parts because it's gonna be a very long video, but you guys asked for it. Hello, my cute little fam. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Brinda, and I am tech lead by profession, manifestation coach by certification, YouTuber by passion. If you guys are new and haven't subscribed yet, to subscribe. This is a channel where we talk about beauty, self-care, self-love, and self-help. So if you're someone who wants to step into your best self, this might be the right channel for you. Today's video, I am going to talk about hair care routine in detail. This is what exactly I do to promote hair growth and to control dandruff, dryness and frizziness of my hair. This video is going to be longer than my usual videos because I'm going in depth in explaining each oil, each product that I use in my routine so that you guys can customize it based on your hair type and concern. In this video, I am going to cover my hair type and its concern, 3 DIY oil portions, the serum that I use pre-wash, ritual and my wash routine, then post-wash routine along with the diet and the supplements that I take. So grab a cup of coffee. Before we start, let me tell you guys what my hair type and concern is. My hair is basically wavy and frizzy, which neither becomes curl or neither stays straight, which becomes very hard to manage. On top of it, I have colored my hair like 2 years back. I'm still prone to dryness because of that activity. And then also I get occasional dandruff because my scalp is oily but my hair ends are very dry, so it becomes very necessary for me to retain moisture in my hair, also to get rid of dandruff and flakiness in my scalp. So this routine is going to be very balanced and realistic. I use 3 DIY hair oils and I rotate them based on my scalp condition. So coming to DIY hair oil for hair growth and thickness. Ingredients that I use to do this hair oils are coconut oil, which acts as our base, then kalonji oil or black seed oil in the same amount of coconut oil or slightly more than that if you like kalonji oil. Then we'll add few drops of castor oil into it, and for this we're going to use 15 drops of essential oil, that is rosemary, also 5 drops of lavender essential oil. Now why coconut oil? Because coconut oil penetrates through hair shaft and also helps in reducing protein loss. Protein is a major component of hair because our hair is made of keratin. Then it also acts as a carrier oil so that other essential oils can work effectively. Now coming to our second ingredient, that's kalonji oil, which is also called as black seed oil, is amazing for reduction of hair fall. It strengthens the scalp, improves the blood circulation, and helps in hair thinning and hair shedding. So coming to our next ingredient, that is castor oil, which has resinolic acid that helps in stimulating the blood circulation. So it kind of like stimulates your scalp and helps in hair regrowth, but it's gonna be a thicker oil, so let's take 3 to 5 drops of castor oil in this potion mix. Now coming to our next hero ingredient, that is rosemary oil. Rosemary essential oil always needs to be mixed with carrier oil because that alone cannot. Rosemary oil is clinically proven to stimulate hair growth rigorously when used religiously, just like minoxidil. We all know how minoxidil works. So rosemary is the only essential oil that's actually proven to stimulate hair growth. So adding that, we can be sure that it's going to help us in hair growth. Now coming to the last thing, that is lavender essential oil balances out our rosemary oil. It kind of like reduces hair shedding that's happening due to stress and inflammation because lavender is basically a stress reduction component. This oil is perfect for hair thinning, hair shedding, or hair fall if that's your concern. Also, it helps in hair regrowth. Now, my second DIY oil potion. The ingredients that I use for this oil potions are coconut oil, kalonji oil, castor oil only if needed, and then the hero ingredient, that is tea tree oil. As I've already said, coconut oil helps in controlling the protein loss. Kalonji oil is super ingredient if your concern is hair thinning, and then comes the hero ingredient, that is tea tree oil. Right, tea tree oil is known for its antifungus and antibacterial properties, so it's going to help in controlling your scalp health. I use this oil whenever my scalp feels itchy, flaky, or irritated due to dandruff. It only nourishes your hair but also keeps your dandruff in control, which is like a win-win for me. Another DIY oil which I would like to call as kitchen remedy potion. This is for your grayness, if you want to prevent grayness, and also you don't want to burn your pocket, and also it's easily available and can be done on the days when you feel like you only have coconut oil in your home and you don't have your backup for all those essential oils, or you feel like I don't want to use essential oils but I still need to nourish my hair kind of like days. So the ingredients that we are going to use for this DIY oil potion is onion, coconut hair oil, and curry leaves. The hero ingredient is onion, and the heroine ingredient of this is curry leaves. Onion is rich in sulfur, which kind of like boosts collagen, which improves your hair growth. And coming to our curry leaves, it is rich in beta carotene. Also, it has antioxidants and amino acids, which is going to help in keeping the color pigments of your scalp healthy and intact. Not only this helps in hair growth, it also helps in preventing gray hair. Now, this is such a budget friendly, also affordable option if you don't want to spend your money on essential oils, or if you feel like you need to do some remedy, quick remedy in home with the items that you have. The serums that I use before wash day, my options are Body Wise hair growth serum, Wish Care hair growth serum, and then my new addition as well as addiction Brillare rosemary shots. Serums are very quick and they promote hair growth more rigorously compared to the hair oils. So I apply any one of these serum before my wash day and I sleep in it. And one tip here, don't leave your hair unwashed after applying the serum the previous night, because the scalp turns itchy and flaky no matter which influencer or which brand claims that it's lightweight and it's not going to create any buildup. These serums, they do create scalp buildups, so wash it the very next day the serum is applied. My shampoo routine along with mask routine. For shampoos, I'll give you guys two options. One is L'Oreal Hyaluron Moisture Shampoo, because it basically helps in hydration and restores hydration in your hair even after shampooing. So it's very good. And the other one, on the days when you guys feel like your scalp is itchy and you guys can see flakes, that is Wish Care Anti Dandruff Shampoo. I basically rotate between these two shampoos. After shampooing, the main thing that I do is apply hair mask. I'll give you guys again two options. One is Love Beauty and Planet hair mask. This smells amazing. If you're someone who loves lavender, this is a must for you. But this doesn't last long. It gets over in 3 to 4 uses. I have other hair mask which is like a big tub and it's very affordable. That is Professional Hair Spa Mask, and I use it religiously as well. Now, one more tip coming to the hair mask. After applying your oil to your hair and massaging it, you can apply the hair mask to the ends before shampooing as well. This is called pre-conditioning. And then while shampooing, what happens is this conditioner that's pre-applied, it kind of like keeps your hair very moist and soft, irrespective whether you're applying any harsh shampoo or like hydration shampoo, it doesn't matter. So this is one tip which I follow whenever I feel like my ends are dry. Post wash routine and styling. After I have washed my hair, when my hair is still damp, I apply three things. One is Beyblade Heat Protection Spray. This is mandatory if you're styling your hair. And second thing, that is Biolage Hair Serum. I apply it on my length. And then L'Oreal Hair Serum, I apply it on the ends, because L'Oreal Hair Serum is very dense and thick, suits dry and thick hair. Biolage Hair Serum is very lightweight, suits all kinds of like hair, and I would recommend. It's like one of the best affordable hair serum that's out there, which actually works like a high-end product. Now, serums are non-negotiable. Your heat protection is also non-negotiable if you're styling your hair very frequently. I use Dyson Airstraight because I style my hair like 2 times in a week, because I wash my hair 2 times in a week. So if you're someone like me who styles their hair very frequently, I would say it's fine. Invest in Dyson Airwrap or Dyson Airstraight based on the blowout that you want. Little bit hit on your bank account, but I would like to say it as an investment because it's going to reduce your salon visits. Leave the salon benefits. The best thing that it helps in is keeping your hair manageable, also while making sure your hair is not damaged. We all know Dyson A-State, Dyson Airwrap, they all are running on different technology compared to our older or OG hairstyling tools, because they're not going to damage our hair and it's not going to break the bond or bondage of the hair, which is again going to cause hair fall after frequent use of styling tools. Alternate tools that I would recommend in case if you guys feel like this is slightly on the higher end is a Garo hair dryer, but use it in cool shot. Same goes with Philips hair dryer. Again, use the attachment with cool shot. But best thing about Philips is it has this hair damage control by 50% kind of like option in this new blue brush that they have launched. So I have that as well. And another one is OG Allen Truman Blow Brush. That's really nice. It adds shine to your hair, also gives the volume. If you're styling your hair very frequently, my suggestion is like go and get Dyson Airwrap or Dyson A Straight. Personally, do not recommend air drying for people because especially if you have someone like if you're someone like who has frizzy hair or wavy hair, if you're air drying, it's going to increase the frizz and it's going to increase hair damage and breakage. So my suggestion is like always blow dry, but use cool shot if you're not investing in any if you're not investing in Dyson, and if you're occasionally blow drying, just make sure you are applying the heat protectant. Now comes the main and important part of this video, that is my diet and the supplements I take. I'm not endorsing any brands or products in this video. These are the things that I do. So no, this is not a promotion or a sponsored video. I don't know how many times I have to tell people, because people are like, give me your honest hair care routine, bro. This is what I do. Simple. I have started high protein and low carb diet, and even before starting I used to consume 3 eggs daily religiously. I don't care whether your eggs are just inevitable. Our hair is basically made up of protein called as keratin, so consuming protein is non-negotiable. Now, eggs has zinc and biotin and selenium, which are all essential components in having good hair and promote hair growth. So that's what I do. I eat eggs, I eat chicken, preferably chicken breast, and fish, and along with few carb elements like some dosa, some idlis, and rice here and there. That's it. That's all my diet is consumed of. I eat broccoli, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Veggies like carrots, beetroots, and beans, and fruits like pomegranate, orange, banana. That's it. So this is what my diet when it comes to food. And now coming to supplement. I'm going to tell you guys very honestly, don't consume any supplement without consulting with your doctor and without getting your blood work done. So I get my blood work done every 6 months or once in a year without miss. And I have low iron. So as we all know, having low iron is what causes hair fall. So I take iron supplements. It is like a major reason most women have hair fall, but but they never get their work done, blood work done. So they'll not know that they're missing iron. And coming to the next part, that is I also take fish oil tablets. Again, they're rich in omega, so it kind of like helps in hair growth and also promotes hair health. Along with it also prevents brain fogginess. So omega 3 is such a good supplement. And then I take iron tablet, as already said. Along with that, I take vitamin C, which helps in iron absorption easily. Along with it also helps in collagen production, which not only keeps your skin healthy, also promotes hair growth. One more supplement that I take is magnesium. Now basically magnesium helps in reducing stress on your muscles, and which in turn gives you a very good sleep. So people are prone to hair loss if they have inflammation, or if they're having stress, if they're having hormone imbalance. Now magnesium can actually help in helping you in sleep. Then again, I'm telling you guys, consult your doctor and dietitian before taking these supplements. Now, final reminder, external care like hair oils, hair mask, and the right products that are also like minimal application. Then internal care with right food and supplements is what's going to give you guys permanent and long-term results. Now, these things, whatever I have mentioned, will work for someone who is normally healthy. Now, if you're having any medical issues and medical reasons, the best person who can help you in treating your hair loss and hair thinning would be a doctor. If you guys like the video, don't forget to like, and also if you guys have any doubts, let me know in comment section. Now, thank you for watching video. Love you all until next video. Bye bye.